Koopas.
But
Koopas. Okay, let's we watched the Mario movie.
we did. We saw it in theaters the day
No,
it
the
came out.
Mario.
They did the Mario. They did the Mario.
Yeah.
No, for real. We started already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
right.
started.
I'm gonna let you. Do you want to start with your thoughts first? Do you want me to start?
You could start off.
Alright. Just like basic right off the bat. It's a simple like hour and a half, not even long movie. I mean, it's not like a crazy like. It's not Inception, but it's it's fun, entertaining.
I've never seen
I feel like
Inception.
Well, Inception's like super. It's a very story-driven movie, to my knowledge. I don't really remember much of it myself. But it's complicated. It's like you deal with either being in a dream or in reality.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more thought-provoking. This Mario movie isn't that. It's a movie about Mario. It's basically a Mario game in movie format.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically,
few different things.
It's similar to like a Mario game in terms of progression. It never tries to like stick to one thing for too long. It's always like moving you to the next thing.
And I think for right now, I think we should probably try to avoid like direct spoilers. Maybe we'll do those later on.
Yeah.
For now, I think we try to avoid direct spoilers. So I'd say that nothing crazy. It's like basically a Mario game in movie format, and it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Nothing like not gonna like send me home with my thoughts. Like thinking about it. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. Nothing wrong with it.
There's not a lot of like super like deep moments. It's just like trying to like. It's a comedy. It's trying to be funny.
It's a kid's comedy, basically.
It knows what it is, and it doesn't really try to step outside its boundaries. Which a lot of video game movies try to do.
That's very true. That's a good way to put it.
It's like you're not really watching a video game movie for like a sappy little story about friendship and stuff, whatever. You're just here to see video game character jump around.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're just here to see your favorite game characters do something in a different medium. Which there's nothing wrong with that, and it does that pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I want to say one thing I want to talk about, because I know it's been a pretty big deal. I mentioned this to you in the theater. Chris Pratt as Mario.
Koopas. Koopas.
It's been a pretty heavy topic. People go back and forth whether it's good or bad. I personally didn't even recognize him as Chris Pratt through it. Like obviously I know that Chris Pratt is Mario, but just sitting down and watching the movie, I didn't think, oh my god, it's Chris Pratt voicing Mario. It sounded like a pretty genuine, Brooklyn Italian kind of guy.
Yeah. I didn't mind him that much. Can't really do anything. I noticed that they didn't use the Mushroom Kingdom, here we come in the movie.
Yeah, which is yeah, they didn't, and it's quite good. I think it's a good thing they removed that line, despite that being one of the better lines from that trailer. I feel like, at least as far as his accent goes, I think it's good they removed the line.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know where it would fit in the movie. Is the thing.
Probably when he's going to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well,
Mushroom. Okay, I'm not gonna just repeat lines.
We'll get to that eventually, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say his voice was good. I didn't mind it, but it was appealing enough. Though definitely he was. I think everyone else as a voice cast was definitely a lot better. I'd say.
Yeah.
It was a lot more memorable. I feel like. Because even now, I kind of can't really put my voice on Mario in my head. I'm just, he's Mario. Didn't sound anything crazy, nothing crazy good or crazy bad either.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Charlie Day as Luigi was really good.
Yeah, he was really good.
Anya Taylor something or other, I think is her name, is Peach. She was pretty good.
Yeah.
Jack Black Bowser, I think, was probably one of the ones people were really expecting it to be good, and it was, I'd say, pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm.
especially for I'm sure a couple of the he has some of the most comedic parts of the movie. Bowser.
Yeah, we'll say that for now.
Yeah, he's actually quite he's a lot of the comedic force in the movie. But yeah, no, I think overall the casting was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Yeah, I have to
Seth
agree.
Rogen, Donkey Kong.
he does do the laugh in the movie. I will say that.
Yeah. I will say.
Oh yeah, also Toad. Toad was good too.
Yeah. I always. I mean, it feels like he's almost he's a supporting character, I guess. But yeah, he was good.
Mhm.
Surprising pick to pick Keegan Key as Toad, but like I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say, I don't think this is really spoilers. They'll sometimes use actual like game clips for the characters' sounds. Like I know that
Yeah.
for a couple of Bowser's, like they use Bowser's like actual roars from the game sometimes, and it doesn't quite mesh well with the Jack Black's voice. But
Yeah.
it's fine. You know, it's.
We all
like,
want to
not
hear
the
Jack
thing.
Black go. "Roar!"
I mean, I do want to hear it, but I think it would be worse for the movie.
Yeah.
I think that with him and Donkey Kong as well, and a couple times. They just make all of DK's roars Seth Rogen's laugh.
Mhm.
That would be funny.
Yeah, Donkey Kong doesn't really have a voice in Smash Bros, does he? It's kind of off topic. No,
Yeah,
he just makes like monkey. He just makes like animal noises.
I was trying to do it to like do the monkey noise, but I can't do it very well.
I'm not talking about the. "Woo, woo, woo." He doesn't make those noises in Smash Bros. He just does like. Just like.
That's true.
Same for Bowser, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Bowser's got a bit more voice, I feel like, but he never really has much of. He's got like the
He's got Mario. How dare you disturb my family vacation?
Is that from an actual Mario game? I feel
Super
like
Mario Sunshine.
That's what I would have assumed. Yeah. That's why they reveal that Bowser Jr. is Peach's kid.
Mm-hmm.
But do you want to maybe I guess just like final non-spoiler thoughts. Good movie. Would watch it again. Nothing crazy. But
I think it was enjoyable. If you're not a Mario fan, which why are you watching this video if you're not a Mario fan? This feels like a weird video to go on your recommended if you have no interest in Mario.
I don't know, maybe you're a parent who wants to see what's a good movie for their kids to watch.
But yeah, if you're not a Mario fan, you probably wouldn't like it as much. It's definitely a movie that's by Mario fans for Mario fans.
I would say it's got enough to, as long like if you've played one of the older Mario games, it's got enough to like make you interested in it. And like references and things about new Mario, it generally handles pretty well.
Mhm.
So you shouldn't feel like you're like.
It's good enough to
too
stand on
alienated.
its own, compared to most video game movies.
Yeah, you don't really have to play the games to get it. I mean, everyone knows Mario. Like, if you don't know Mario, how?
Mhm.
You gotta know that Mario is a guy who plumbers
What
things.
rock were you living under?
Yeah. So I think that's.
And are you having a nice time down there in that rock?
I'm not. No.
Okay.
But I think we've got pretty good non-spoiler thoughts. Want to just like start talking about spoilers now? Put like a big wither
Alright.
on screen.
Alright,
so-
wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
I'm
Okay.
trying to think of like the Smash Brothers new characters. Oh,
Woo, 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 woo.
the character approaching Smash. So as far as spoilers go, I think overall plot was maybe like it's not a plot-driven movie. It's a Mario game, but still better than I actually expected. It was interesting enough to actually keep me entertained.
Yeah.
For as long as it was there. I mean, everything felt good. I mean, it's pretty basic. Like quick synopsis: Bowser's gonna attack, so Peach has gotta go get help from the Donkey Kongs.
Yeah, he needs
And so they go
to
there.
get the DK crew.
Yeah, they go there. They earn their help in the fight, and then the fighting basically starts off from they do the Mario Kart sequence, and then they start fighting in the Mario Kart, and then Bowser pulls up and asks Peach to marry him. That was, I think, maybe a bit of a twist that no one necessarily expected. I mean, we all knew that Bowser was going to be the bad guy. You sort of assumed Bowser was going to just try and take over the Mushroom Kingdom. His actual plan is to marry Peach.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
mean,
if that doesn't work, take over the Mushroom Kingdom.
that's not a foreign concept to Mario games.
Oh yeah, no, especially more recently with, like, Odyssey.
Obviously, Mario Odyssey.
They actually have Bowser's hat from Mario Odyssey that he wears.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was just a bit unexpected, for me at least.
Mhm.
Like, obviously I'm not surprised, but it was like, oh, that's interesting that it's not just like, I want to rule the Mushroom Kingdom.
I want to
It's,
steal them.
I want to steal the wood!
Oh! Anyway,
A classic Illumination
I
plotline,
suppose-
of course.
I suppose we could start from the beginning. The very beginning, actually. Where we see a minion driving a car, and then he crashes and burns and dies.
See, the minion's playing Mario Kart, and he goes for a boost at the start of the match. The problem is that he misses his boost, but then gets it anyway and crashes and dies, and then his body flies on screen horrific. I'm kidding.
His minion skeleton shows up.
No, he's probably fine.
No, he's dead.
They're minions.
Like-
Minions. You can't
like
kill
his-
minions, can you?
I don't know, but like he doesn't appear again because obviously it's a Mario movie. There's no minions in it, but I in my heart I want to believe that he died a very slow and painful death.
I thought we were trying to make a PG review here.
Is this since when?
I don't know.
Anyway,
So yeah, Minion is in the intro.
all
It
right.
basically opens up.
It starts off with the first trailer pretty much, like
Yeah,
the penguins throw snowballs at him. Do you?
those are things.
I
yeah.
do not. And then he burns down the place and gets the Power Star.
Which actually, I wanna say quick. I think Bowser just straight up burning their town down. Like it feels kind of kid friendly because they're penguins and he's burning like their ice houses. But it's one of the straight up most ruthless things I've seen a villain do.
Mm-hmm.
Like he marches in.
That immediately sets him up to be like a big villain.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I hate I hate to keep comparing to like modern Marvel movies, but I can't think of a recent Marvel villain who's been willing to like destroy a town. Or, like,
You can't
destroy
think of a
whole
single
kingdom.
Marvel villain that's more intimidating than Bowser. Imagine
Yeah,
saying
like-
that.
Like it's weird. Like on one hand, there's like you think Marvel villains, Thanos is pretty bad. Like he killed half the universe. But Thanos was like a very like he had a moral. He had a kind of misguided moral trajectory. And but you never see him destroy a whole town. Like he'll go around and kill half the population. What Bowser does though is come in, destroy a whole town, and just take everyone. And it's like wow.
hmm
Like you sort of are like, I didn't think this would happen in a Mario movie. At least that's how I felt. Like I said, they kind of like they mask it with kid friendliness because they're penguins and they're little ice castles and stuff. But no.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, he
quite
has no
violent.
mercy for them.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and
Oh.
anyway, I think we move on to the
we move on to the
Mario
Brooklyn
Brothers.
stuff, I suppose.
Mario Brothers TV ad.
The Mario Bros. TV ad, that's still great. That's
I
a
was
fun
saying with-
scene.
I would say it's where the fan service starts. Obviously, the whole ad
Uh-huh.
with the Mario Brothers Super Show theme song. And it's obviously pretty funny.
Mm.
The whole ad.
And then we have like all the like in the one like shop, whatever. We have like all the Punch Out characters on the wall, which is the most Punch Out content we'll ever get. We'll ever get.
Again, yeah, I'll never see Punch It again. But also, like the arcade games, they have the old Donkey Kong, Jumpman arcade game, and playing it is Charles Martinet.
Uh-huh.
Or,
I didn't expect
the
to see him
character
this
voice.
early in the movie.
yeah, it was a surprise. He shows up again later in the movie, I believe, toward the end.
Yeah.
But he's just there and he's like just playing the game and he's like, "Hey, you guys, what's
Hey,
going
you're
on?"
doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's a nice little Easter egg in there.
Yeah.
We get like a pretty basic intro. We get a guy, there's a guy named Spike.
Yeah,
who's, like,
Foreman
from Mario
Spike.
Bros.
He's from
Is
Wrecking
that a-
Crew.
Is he from Wrecking Crew? Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Actually, I like how they kind of like had like references to other games in there.
Uh-huh.
Like Mario was playing Kid Icarus at one point. Like he has an NES in his house. He's playing Kid Icarus on it.
And that's the most Kid Icarus content we'll ever get in the
Wah.
future.
This is so sad. We get 3 likes. Guys, look, guys, if we get this video to 5 likes, Masahiro Sakurai is gonna make a new Kid Icarus game. 5 likes, he's gonna do it. I got it direct from him himself.
Yeah.
But it's, there's a lot of fan service, little Easter eggs there, which I don't mind. Also, we get to see Mario's whole family.
Do you think Mario is a copy of Super Mario Brothers for the NES?
I see no resemblance, really.
Ah.
I mean, the guy in that game, he's wearing like green, like brown, green, and red.
Brown. Yeah, no way. No way.
It just doesn't work.
Mhm.
But we see Mario's a family in the movie.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
Mario is a family guy.
Mario is, I think he's the middle brother of the family. So Mario's got like a mom, a dad, and grandpa. I mean, obviously, but we see they're like a whole Italian family in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
They eat the spaghetti.
They ate the spaghetti. They touched my
Mamma
spaghetti.
mia. What did I say? Yeah, I might eat the spaghetti.
Somebody touch my. Okay, we're moving on from that. Okay.
I will say one thing that I found kind of humorous about it. You always think Mario and mushrooms, they go together like pizza and cheese. I don't know, they go together like you always think Mario and mushrooms. Mario loves mushrooms, eats them all the time.
Uh-huh.
But canonically in the movie, Mario hates mushrooms, which is quite,
I'm guessing in the future movies, it's not really gonna be a plot point that he hates mushrooms.
I assume he'll grow
Considering
to like them.
he's eaten them like multiple times in the movie.
I assume he'll like them more eventually, yeah. But in this movie, he does not like mushrooms very much, which is obviously the source of some comedy in the movie. When he has to use mushrooms to power up and stuff.
Yeah.
But overall, I think they set up Mario and Luigi's characters pretty well. Mario's a pretty good older brother, cares about Luigi. Luigi's kind of
Standoffish,
but also kind of cowardly.
Yeah.
In a way. Cowardly isn't the right way to put it, but he's definitely scared of a lot of things. More scared than Mario for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just Luigi, pretty much.
Yeah, he's basically just Luigi.
He's Luigi.
Yeah, like I said, they do a good job characterizing them in the first 10-15 minutes. Because after that point, the two are basically separated for the entire movie.
Yeah, for most of the movie they're apart, and Luigi's basically the damsel in distress.
Yeah, Luigi is. The entire plot of the movie is Mario trying to rescue Luigi from Bowser. So it makes it definitely a mix-up from Mario trying to rescue Peach from Bowser. And the interesting part is Luigi and Luigi being captured. There's a lot of funny moments with it. A couple at least. You don't see him for a whole ton.
Yeah, after a bit in the movie, you kind of forget he's in the movie, which is a little sad. But it's fine.
The only reminder you get sometimes is that Mario will go, we're trying to save our brother Luigi. And oh yeah, we're trying to save Luigi, not just stop Bowser. But it's okay. So one of the funny, I was gonna say you don't see Luigi much. Most of the time you do see him. After that, he's in Bowser's castle, and with him, there's a big dungeon room where everyone's being stuck. I think it's in one of the trailers. It's Luma. I think it was one of the recent trailers, and it's.
Are we going all the way to the wait? There are a lot of scenes in between there that I kind of missed.
I don't know. I'm kind of jumping around here. I don't know if I want to go exactly through the movie. I mean, do we want to just go like linearly through the movie?
We could just what's the next? What are the next scenes? Okay, he's talking to Spike. Luigi gets bullied. Mario stands up to him. He gets punched or something.
I mean, we talked about they have the conversation with Spike. They go home.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so
Icarus on the NES. There's a water main break.
Yeah, that's how they This is how they get to the Mushroom Kingdom.
They end up finding a warp pipe underground and trying to fix a water main break. And it sucks them into the Mushroom Kingdom, and then they get split off into different paths.
Yeah.
Luigi goes to the Bowser world, and Mario goes to the essentially World 1 Mushroom Kingdom. Actually, I think there's a funny sign. So they go underground and look at a cave, and It's a sign
Welcome
that
to
says
the
like,
underground.
like they're going down the levels, and there's a level that's a sign that says level 1-2, at the underground level with all the pipes, and it's
Yeah.
got the like underground music playing from Mario. Bum 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 bum.
Okay, so
Yeah.
something I did think was cute. If we're gonna skip a little bit forward, I liked like the Mushroom Kingdom area of the movie. It was it looked visually nice.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of like, it kind of gave you this feeling of, yeah, it would be cool if I just like lived here, you know, that you get in the
Right.
movie sometimes.
Yeah. It's very like playful and colorful.
I'd love to be
feel
here
like.
and like jump around all the platforms and stuff and go in the pipes.
Yeah, one thing that Mushroom Kingdom that like stood out to me very immediately was they have like the platform elevators from Mario games, like the ones that move vertically and horizontally and everything. And I saw them and I went, because there's no railings on them or anything. It's like they're just gonna have these things just like as platforms. I just push someone off, and it gives you the impression, which is throughout the entire movie, there basically isn't really death. There is death, but there isn't like there's no fall damage in,
Yeah.
in the game. Like there's no fall damage in the Mario world because they just sort of jump around.
Oomph.
Like at one point, Mario gets like beat the hell up, and he's just fine. And only when he hits the wall does he get hurt.
Mhm.
So it gives you the impression that there's just like they do a good job of just implying that there's just like weird different damage rules here.
Yeah. It everything just works a little bit different.
Yeah, and then
But yeah.
the reason I think it works so well is because when they're in the real world and they get hurt, they actually do take like physical damage. Like I think one point Mario gets a black eye.
Mhm.
But generally in the Mario world, the Mushroom Kingdom and everything, they're usually like unharmed.
Yeah.
Does a good job of like setting the world
Mhm.
there.
So yeah, I also like the I like the music when they're like in the Mushroom Kingdom. The music in general was pretty good, like
Oh yeah,
the score.
very good score. It was almost a lot of times it was sort of it was more subdued, but usually they're usually basing it off of something in the game, which
Mhm.
I thought was fine. Usually the renditions are good enough that they sound different on their own. When you're listening close enough, I feel like you'll notice, like, oh hey, that's like the theme song for this place.
Mhm. Like
Like
when
in
they were
that
on the
1-2.
Rainbow Road, for instance, and like the SNES
Yeah.
Rainbow Road song started playing. That was pretty cool. And like it
Yeah.
worked. It worked for the scene too.
Yeah, no, it's I really like how they did it. They did a good job with the score for sure. I rhyme there. But I think about it. I think the next scene, they're going up to the castle. They're like parkouring over all the blocks and the elevators and stuff.
Mhm. And
It's just a normal thing in this world.
yeah. And there's the guards.
The guard scene was, it's
Yeah.
very like, I don't want to say childish humor, but it's not very like the humor isn't necessarily deep, but it's funny. So
Yeah.
the guards are stopping them from getting into the castle. It's Mario and Toad going into Peach's castle. And the guard's like, you can't come in, sorry. And they're like, princess? I don't know. I think you should probably check another castle. Oh, princess here, I think she's in another castle.
I get the joke.
Like, obviously, a very funny reference to the original Mario game. I mean, Super Mario Brothers, not Mario Brothers.
Mhm.
But anyway, then Toad's like, all right, I didn't want to have to do this. He pulls out a frying pan, gets into like a fight position, and then starts cooking a meal. And they like sit down and just start talking around the fire, and Mario just like walks past them because they're distracted. Yeah, just like little funny things like that. Not like
Yeah.
they're super highbrow humor, but they're funny.
Yeah, that's kind of like the that's kind of like a good summary of the humor. The one scene.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, nothing highbrow.
nothing like incredible, but it's good.
It's also, I will say, for a movie based on like movie for kids, I'm so happy that there is basically not a single like bathroom humor joke.
Yeah.
They make like I think
There-
a fart joke.
Wait, when they make the fart joke.
The eel.
Oh yeah.
Like, see, you didn't even remember it, but I just like noted that down. I was like, oh, that's like the one fart joke I've seen. I'm
Ah.
surprised. I'm very happy about it because like that kind of stuff isn't. Like, I don't find that kind of stuff very funny.
Yeah,
But I
and that
found
stuff
most
is like
of them
all
pretty
over Illumination's catalog.
The fart gun.
The fart gun!
Yeah, that sure is illumination. So I'm
Yeah.
glad they didn't go that route. Like the humor isn't like anything mind blowing, but it's entertaining enough.
Hmm.
So yeah, they go to the Peach's castle. Mario encounters Peach. There's some funny scenes. Like
There's some funny
like
moments.
there's that like. What were you gonna say?
The Toad guards that they,
Oh, yeah.
like just start attacking him, and then like even when she tells them to back off, one of them just gets one final kick on him. That got a little chuckle out of me.
Yeah, I think right before that, there's a funny moment. So for one, everyone always think it's obviously kind of weird that Peach is like the one like Peach and Mario are like the only humans in the Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi as well, I suppose. Like obviously, there's no many humans in the world. But yeah, so the thing is that Peach, so Peach sees Mario, and the point is like, oh my god, another human, and it does like a slow down romantic effect. And the joke of that is that instead of it being like a romantic thing, she just like flips him over and knocks him to the floor because she's like, who the fuck, like who are you charging in my palace? And it's it's played out pretty well. It's a pretty again basic joke, but it's funny.
Hmm. But anyway,
And,
oh yeah. One of the funnier jokes was the scene with all the toads, and then Peach was gonna announce like, I'm storming over to the Monkey Kingdom, and we're gonna recruit allies to defeat Bowser. And then the toads were like, wait, who's that guy? He doesn't matter. And then they all started cheering.
He doesn't matter. that was pretty good, yeah. Yeah, so she sees Mario, and she's like, oh my god, you're a... So all the guards attack him. She's like, wait, stop. She's a human. I've never seen a human before. And that's like... So the thing is, she's not from the Mushroom Kingdom. She doesn't know where she's from, but she's from somewhere else. That's not in this movie. Not really discussed in that movie. Probably saved for a future movie if I had to guess.
I don't know. Maybe it's like Sarasa Land or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't think Sarasa Land has many humans in it either.
Yeah, that's true. We don't.
Just Daisy.
Sarasa Land is like one location from a Game Boy game. We don't know. We know barely anything about it.
Yeah. So not a whole lot
like,
to say there.
It's just like Desert Kingdom, I guess. I wouldn't be too interested in a Sarasa Land movie if we're gonna be honest.
I think we might get one just with Wart and Daisy and stuff.
Wart wasn't even in Mario Land. That was Super Mario Bros. 2.
No way.
I think you're thinking of Tatanga.
I am thinking of Tatanga. Okay.
Yeah, very very iconic villain that appeared in like all of 2 games.
So wait. One sec. I need to know who Wart is now.
He's the frog guy.
Yeah, who is Tatanga?
He's an alien in a spaceship.
Okay. What? That? Huh?
Yeah.
I look at him now. What? What is that guy?
He's Tatanga. Or Tatanga. I don't know.
Yeah.
You haven't seen this character in like billions of years. How would I know how to pronounce his name?
Fair to tell me it's only like one Game Boy game. Yeah. Yeah, but like I've got stuff to work with.
Hmm.
But as far as wait, where do we leave off? As far as where we left off.
They're gonna go to the Monkey Kingdom.
Oh wait, before that, there's the whole training montage scene.
Oh yeah, the training montage. That was pretty fun.
Which is where they play on the whole like Mario doesn't like mushrooms thing. So Peach runs with, like there's a training course. Peach runs through it to show Mario how it's done, and he's like, "Mamma mia, how am I gonna do this?"
The action scenes are pretty well choreographed overall.
Honestly, yeah.
Like
I think to keep the camera moving enough so you don't really notice how like maybe weird it might be.
Mhm.
It's all pretty good.
They're fun to look at.
Yeah. Like I enjoyed it. Didn't have any problems with it. I think it's good. I think it's fun. Like you watch Peach run through the course, which is basically a Mario Kaizo level.
Pretty flawlessly.
Yeah.
And then Mario does it and he dies a bunch.
That's like the first time, and she's like, "Well, here's how you do it with power-ups," and it's a mushroom. And he's like, does it have to be a mushroom?" So that's where that comes in.
No, but I'm giving you anyways.
Yeah. No, that happens a couple times. Then Mario ends up... It never actually finishes the course, but,
Yeah,
Peach is like, "Yeah,
he
you
gets to
did
the
good,
very
Jack."
end and like he gets to the very end and loses, and Peter's like, yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, it's basically there's a montage of him going through it, then like at the end of it, he gets the final jump. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna make it, and then he gets eaten by a piranha plant. And Peach is like, yeah, you did good enough.
Yeah,
I'm in no room to
You gave
complain.
it your
I need
all.
people. I'm in no room to complain. I need people to help me here.
yeah.
So yeah, then they head off to the Jungle Kingdom.
And like I Need a Hero playing during that. It's not as good as the Shrek 2 scene though.
True.
I
I'm
Need
kind
a
of
Hero.
surprised. I could be wrong. I think the movie is sort of set in like the early '80s, because a lot of the songs used are from the early '80s.
Yeah.
Which and also Mario's playing Kid Icarus, and there's like arcade machines and stuff. My thought is
Like the
either
NES.
either it's set in the early '80s, or like all this stuff is in there to like interest parents.
Yeah.
Like, because there isn't a single like song newer than like 1985. I feel like.
I don't think we'll ever be confirmed whether or not this like where this takes place in the real world timeline, because
That'd be a little weird.
Yeah, that would be like yeah.
Yeah, and it also doesn't really matter. I think most of it's gonna be.
Yeah, it just doesn't really matter.
Like it doesn't matter most of the time, but yeah, I think they use a lot of 1980s music, and so I think either the movie's it's set in the 1980s, or it's there for the parents to have someone go, oh, I know that.
Mhm.
I understood that reference.
I understood that reference.
So
Anyway,
yeah,
so moving on.
there's a scene with Luigi around here, I think, where like they have Luigi like wandering around the Bowser Land. He's chased by a bunch of dry bones into a mansion, and he gets captured.
Yeah,
Which I think is a nice little teaser for Luigi's Mansion movie.
which they're
know,
definitely
we'll
going to do.
I think MCU Mario Cinematic Universe is definitely coming,
Hmm.
but we'll see. Yeah, and then we'll see with Luigi. He shows up a couple more times throughout the movie. He's not the main plot, obviously. The main plot is Mario and Peach going to the Jungle Kingdom. There's like a montage of them going across all the different lands.
Hmm.
There's like Yoshi Land and Mushroom Gorge Land,
Mushroom
And-
Gorge.
I think.
Mushroom Gorge. The
some
Sand
other-
Kingdom. From
Yeah.
Mario
Oh yeah,
Odyssey.
like just Sand Kingdom from Mario Odyssey with the inverted pyramid and everything.
Uh-huh.
Wait, so doesn't that implies that presumably Mario's been there before? Strange.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just gonna count it as, like, yeah, this is, like, a different world, does whatever. It's not supposed to be, like...
It doesn't really matter.
Is there really any Mario canon to begin with? Mario just does whatever
No.
he feels like.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try and jump into this, but what if you
Yeah,
ask me, it implies that Mario's been here before.
The more
Which
you
he
think
hasn't.
about, like, how the Mario world works, just the more confused you end up. Like, how does the Mushroom Kingdom, like, change? It's, like,
That's true.
completely changes geometry every single game. Are there, like, massive earthquakes that, like, split the land open?
Yeah, it's not like we're going into.
It's not really,
Um,
yeah.
So,
Like,
that-
all these people trying to, like, decipher, like, Kirby canon and stuff, they're shooting up, like, the wrong alley.
this is trying to decipher Mario canon,
Just, yeah. Like,
which is
Kingdom Hearts
interesting.
lore, pathetic.
true. So end up getting to the Jungle Kingdom, which is where the Kongs live, and they get to the gate, and at the gate it's just like there's a bouncer. They're like,
Bouncer
You know.
Kong. I'm a little sad that we didn't get any cameo from Bluster Kong from the Donkey Kong
no.
TV show.
I don't know, maybe we did it. I didn't get a chance to look at every single Kong. I will say we saw obviously Cranky Kong and Donkey Kong,
Mhm.
and then Diddy Dixie and I think Chunky Kong.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
Chunky Kong.
Yeah, there may have been others.
Which
there's a
means
big
which means
thing.
he's alive. He's not dead
Oh
anymore.
my god, he's not dead. They
He
revived
came back.
Chunky.
He always
No
comes
way.
back.
So we're still missing a bunch of Kongs, as far as I know. Like Tiny Kong, Candy Kong, Bluster Kong,
Bluster Kong.
Funky Kong. Where's Funky Kong? We gotta get Funky Kong back in here.
I think Funky Kong appeared in like one background shot.
Interesting.
There are a lot
I
of
did not
characters in
notice
the movie that weren't really voiced by anyone, but it just kind of made cameos.
that. Yeah, like Pauline makes a cameo as the mayor of New York City.
Well, she had a
Which is
voice
really
actor, so it's kind of it's not
She
the
had
exact
a
same.
line.
She had
She
she
had-
had a line. Someone had
Diddy
to
Kong had a line.
someone had to speak those lines.
Yeah, well, Diddy Kong had a line.
Yeah.
It just was like, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't much, but yeah, they're all there. It's really late to the Jungle Kingdom. And it's a very funny scene related to the gate. And Peach is like, I wish to talk to the king of the Jungle Kingdom. And the bouncer's like, rah, 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 grr. We get the stare off, and then dude's like,
All right,
Alright,
sure,
what-
whatever.
and it turns out to be like voiced like by like Justin Timberlake. He's like, all right, let's right through. They come in, they get in the like, little go kart,
Hmm.
and they go kart through the.
And Take On Me
bus
starts
console.
playing.
Yeah, like everything and all these like older songs.
Hmm. Like, I'm
Which
not
is-
sure
which
why
is
they
great.
picked Take On Me specifically, but yeah, sure,
It works.
whatever. Yeah, it's
Like,
fine.
it's not
I like the
bad.
song, so
Yeah.
you know it gets pass.
Like there could have been, it's
It could have
Like,
been
here's the-
Pepsi. Just
Could've been
imagine
Pepsi.
that scene with that song playing now. Wait, it could
Yeah,
have been
whatever.
it could have been. It seems tonight. Fucking Pokemon Scarlet.
Oh, the awful end from Scarlet and Violet. Like I'll admit, I think they chose ones that you wouldn't expect. Like, honestly, I think I Need a Hero works, but like you see
Well,
a
yeah.
montage training scene, you
It's
always
a training
assume Eye of the Tiger.
montage.
You always assume Eye of the Tiger, though. Is the thing.
Well, Eye of the Tiger would be way too cliche.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm happy they didn't go for that. So you know, and as strange as Take on Me maybe is for that scene, works. I don't mind it.
Yeah, they're making the jump and the high note starts.
Yeah. And then he pulls out the glider, and it's really good. They do a good job with the scene.
Yeah. Editing me here. Before we move on from this point, I just want to say that there's an unused song that was going to play during this part of the movie, but wasn't used for some reason. You're listening to it right now, actually, and it would have made the scene so much better had it been used.
So then they're like, "We need your army." Cranky Kong is like,
You
"Oh,
need
no."
you need to defeat my son, which actually confirms that that actually confirms that like Donkey Kong is Cranky Kong's son. They've gone back and forth whether or not he's his son or his
True.
grandson.
They will say current canon is that he's his son.
Yeah.
So Cranky Kong is the king and Donkey Kong is his son. Mario has to beat him. There's a whole like 5 or
Because-
10-minute fight scene with them. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun fight scene. I think Seth Rogen does the Seth Rogen laugh.
I think you're right. Honestly, it wasn't.
He does it again like the Mario Kart scene too. He does it at
believe
least
you're right.
twice in the movie, as far as I have been keeping track.
No, you counted that. That's ridiculous.
Well,
Yeah,
I got to
it's
count to two.
Yeah, it's good and funny. Like
Mhm.
initially Donkey Kong beats up Mario, and then he's like, oh, then there's like question mark block sticking. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get a power up. So he like dodges Donkey Kong. It's like a great scene. He like hits a block and hits a blue mushroom, and then Mario
Time
not
to pick
knowing what
on
blue
someone
mushroom
your
is.
own size.
Yeah, and this is like one of those things where it's like people who don't play modern Mario will feel like it'll be fine enough for them because
Like,
it's also Mario's first time experiencing all this.
it's like it's a version of the red mushroom. It's like a blue mushroom.
Yeah, and it makes you smaller. But Mario's another. He assumes it's just gonna make him bigger, like the other one did. So he eats the blue mushroom and he's tiny, and it's funny.
And people who've like actually played Mario, they still get the joke because they know what the scene is leading up to.
Yeah, people who have played it think it's funny because it's
Let's-
like, oh, I see what's gonna happen here.
But it's not like insulting their intelligence. Either.
Yeah, which is nice. I think it does a really good job of that. That's how a lot of the jokes in the movie go with like references like that. I feel like, which is a good thing. And then he ends up winning with the cat suit.
Yeah,
I
he
think they use it
like at
Continue.
first everyone laughs at him because he gets the cat suit, but then the cat suit starts beating his ass.
The cat suit is as good as it is in the actual games.
Hmm.
Also, the one thing is they use a lot of power ups in this movie. They
Yeah.
use fire like normal
The
mushroom,
mushroom, fire
mini
flower,
mushroom.
mini mushroom, super bell,
ice flowers,
ice
Mickey Leaf.
flower. Yeah, you got it.
Like,
At
they
this
use a
point, there
bunch
was no
of them.
frog suit. That would have been funny.
Would have been kind of good. Would have made sense for the water bit of the movie, you know. So after Mario beats Donkey Kong, they're like, okay, now it's time to leave You go fight Bowser. They come up with a plan. They get ready to go, and then you go into like the cart.
Mhm.
They can all the carts, and you get like the Mario Kart cart selection.
Yeah,
music.
Mario gets the standard cart, Peach gets the motorbike, and Toad gets the compensating much cart.
He gets the compensator 5000. Which is
It
funny.
is funny. He like when he has like the shades, it's funny.
Yeah, it's good. It like drops. You know, it's overall handled pretty well. Like I said, the Easter egg of like they have the Mario Kart cart selection theme there,
Mm,
and then
the Rainbow
like they
Road.
have, yeah, and they have little cart selection wheels that look like the things in the game.
Hmm.
All really good. And then you have Rainbow Road playing. It was all a good scene, and they end up getting in fights with the Bowser guys on the
Yeah.
racetrack on Rainbow Road.
It was like actual Mario Kart. Whoa!
Yeah, they had like they had the bananas and stuff, the bananas
Bananas.
and green shells, and then I think everyone saw like the blue Koopa, and I was like, no way, that's like definitely the blue shell guy, and yeah, he turns
He turned himself into a blue shell.
but he should have ever seen. He turns himself into a blue shell, but he should have ever seen.
And he ends up separating the cast. Mario and Donkey Kong fall into the water, and Toad and
Peach and
Peach
Toad.
end up getting like captured by Bowser, and all the
Well, they-
all the other Kongs too.
Well, no,
get
so
captured.
all the Kongs get captured. Peach and Toad go back to Mushroom Kingdom,
Oh yeah, they go that yeah.
and then Bowser ends up getting there anyway. But Mario and Donkey Kong, they fall into the water. Mario saves Donkey Kong. Because throughout this, Donkey Kong's kind of like, I don't like you, Mario. You beat me, and you're not a nice guy. But then Mario saves him. He's like, yeah, you're not quite so bad, but I still don't really like you.
I feel like that scene is a bit of a victim of like the a bit of like a victim of the faster pacing, because you don't really get too much time to like sit on that. Like
True.
so like the eel burps once, and then they have the idea to like get burped out by the eel, and then like
It does not
after
burp.
that they cut to like them getting out with like the rocket barrel.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
They get eaten by an eel. They use Donkey Kong's rocket barrel from his cart to like fly
Mhm.
out of there.
Which is
And they
also
fly-
a reference to Donkey Kong Country Returns and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's a nice little Easter egg there, and they use it to fly all the way to where Peach and Toad are fighting Bowser currently.
Yeah.
And so they end up getting to the Mushroom Kingdom, and Bowser shows up. Peach is like, "If you want to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom, you'll have to kill me first." He's like,
Okay.
Bowser's like, "No." He's like, "Kill you? No, I want to marry you." And Peach is like, "What? Why would I marry you for?" He's like, "Well, I don't know. Maybe you'll marry me because if I don't, I'll kill everyone." And then she's like, "No, please, just don't hurt the Toads, and I'll marry you." And he's like, "Yes, perfect."
Yeah, it's perfect. All according to
I-
plan.
I keep my word. And then they get to the wedding. Toad sneaks her in like an ice flower, and they get to the altar, and then she just punches him in the face, and he's like, "But why?
Oh, yeah, wait,
why
hang
would
on.
you do this?"
Also, they're planning to use everyone who was kidnapped by Bowser as a sacrifice,
Oh yeah,
and are lowering them into lava.
Yeah, this includes Luigi, the penguins, all the Kongs, and also the Luma I mentioned earlier, who's just
Yeah.
a complete nihilist. And they're such a funny character.
We didn't talk
Like,
about them yet, did we?
No, you cut me off before.
Yeah.
So
We can talk about them now.
In a lot of Luigi's scenes, he's in the holding cell, and they show him in there with the Kongs and whatnot. And there's a Luma in there it's the Hungry Luma. They have a specific name for the species, but it's the Hungry Luma from Mario Galaxy.
Are those guys?
Specifically-
Those guys are pink though.
What would you call them? Like, you feed them stuff.
Probably just a Luma.
No, they
Um,
have a special name. It's the one that you get one-ups or mushrooms from. like the
Luma
blue guy.
Shop, whatever. Luma D, Luma Bop. Welcome to the Luma Shop.
Well, yeah, the Luma Shop Lumas, those ones. We'll call them that. There's one of those guys, and he's just in the cage, like, we're all gonna die in here. This place life is meaningless, I hope they just kill us soon. And it's
That was the funniest character in the movie.
yeah, because like everyone's just like, God, please just shut. Like we're already sad enough in here. Please just shut up.
Like I think the contrast, the Lumas are like normally very friendly creatures, and like given their design is just like very very cutesy, very happy.
And
This is this
true
happy
for this guy.
character talking about the sweet embrace of death.
Yeah, it's so funny. And
And like the voice acting also
voice
sells
actor-
it.
so, it's like such a cute, like it sounds like almost a kid talking about it. It's like, jeez, it's so dark.
Mhm.
But it's funny. And then eventually they end up lowering him down. Luma's like, yes,
Yeah,
finally I will
boring.
die.
Oh yeah, wait.
What did you say?
Oh, I was skipping ahead a bit.
Ah, I see. And so it's like, yes, finally we will die. And then when they stop it, he's like, no.
Lame.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is that Peach punches Bowser and uses the ice flower. She's like, "How would I ever marry you? It's so weird." And then she freezes him, and then Donkey Kong and Mario, they're like at the base of the castle area, and they're like, "We gotta get up there and stop them." So they get power ups. Mario gets the Tanuki suit, or well, he gets a mushroom first, but he gets a Tanuki suit, and DK gets a fire suit, which is like.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong can get power-ups. That's interesting.
Fire Donkey Kong.
Yeah, so
This is huge for the lore.
Yes, there's a good like platforming fighting sequence. I think it's like all the Mario stuff, like jumping at enemies and using shells
Yeah.
to kick other guys.
It's
It's
Mario.
all good. It's all good. It looks like he's basically playing through a Mario level.
Mm-hmm.
Then he flies up to the top of the Tanuki suit. They stop the Donkey Kong stops everyone from falling into the lava. And they all have like like Luigi and Mario are reunited and Peach is there and like, yay, we saved the day. And Bowser like starts to thaw out of his ice.
Which is the
And he
first time
launches it.
Bowser meets Mario in the movie, which was interesting.
True. It should be said that so Bowser's intelligence guys are like, there's a guy named Mario traveling with Peach.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about like Bowser's like everything that happens on like Bowser's side yet.
I kind of want to not talk about the piano scenes. They're too funny. I don't want you to have those spoiled. They're too funny.
Okay.
But Bowser's a little sappy, that's for sure.
Hmm.
But yeah, so there's also not a whole lot that Bowser does. Like he gets Luigi, he interrogates Luigi. He's like,
They played
you know,
the Bowser Fury song in one of the scenes.
was it in the was it the rock
Yeah.
hall?
Yeah.
Like they're having a party. Oh yeah, so Bowser is having a party with all those guys, and he's like, "Soon we will approach Mushroom Kingdom. Our day of victory will be ours." And everyone's cheering. And then he's like, "We will reach Mushroom Kingdom, and when we find Peach, I will use the invincibility power star, to ask her to marry me." And everyone's like, "Wait, what? I thought we were gonna like kill them all." And he's like, I want to ask her to marry me." So I was like, wait, what? And he's like, and then if she says no, we will kill them all. it's a funny scene. I think Jack Black's voice acting really sells it pretty well. He's great as Bowser, as I said earlier. But a good scene.
Also, Kamek was pretty fun too. He was the one who was like informing Bowser of like Mario and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's a couple good scenes in that, and then there's this scene where Bowser's practicing his proposal on Kamek, and
Yeah, Kamek in the Peach suit. I was thinking in my head, wait, are they actually gonna do that?
So yeah, it was funny. And then I think the Koopa
And then
walked
it
in.
happened, and I burst out laughing.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the wedding, right?
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of guys in the back. The
A bunch of like
sacrifices.
spoiler guys.
Spoiler guys.
There's a
yeah.
bunch of like, well, not spoiler guys, but there's a bunch of like teases. Like there's King Bam and King Boo.
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm setting up for a Mario Cinematic Universe here, definitely.
For sure, yeah.
There's also a big camera bro. I don't know what his name is.
Sledge Bro.
Sledge bro. Okay, yeah, he's there.
Anyway,
A bunch of like cool
Alright.
enemies there.
so Bowser breaks out of the ice to get back on track, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Use the bonsai bill and destroy the Mushroom Kingdom."
Yeah, and they launch it, and Mario goes like Mario chases after it, and they're like flying, and he has like the Tanuki attack to like, or like if you attack a bolt, it'll swap directions. So he hits it, and then it does the like it stops, then it turns and starts chasing him around.
And he leads it into the pipe.
Yeah, which of course works. And then here's what I didn't understand. So I didn't understand. It's just a little strange, but like I can overlook it because it's Mario. So leads it into the pipe, and in pipe world, Bonsai Bill explodes, and it then sucks everything, or not everything, but it sucks Mario, and it sucks Mario and all the characters, and also Bowser's castle, through the pipe back into Brooklyn. And so they're all in Brooklyn, and then they're gonna fight. And this is where when Mario starts taking damage, and he gets like his ass handed to him a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Luigi steps up and he saves Mario, and it's a really nice, heartfelt scene because the whole movie it's about Mario saving Luigi, and then Luigi comes in and he saves Mario at the end with a garbage can lid.
I mean, it was kind of building up to the scene with like the Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I like the build up to that scene. It was good. And then they end up getting the Power Star or the Invincibility Star, and then they beat Bowser with the Solonga Bowser. I wish they said that, but you know.
So
they
Bowser.
They beat him and they give him a mini mushroom and they trap him in a jar.
In the jar.
Yeah, they trap him in the jar.
The jar.
And they keep him in Peach's castle. But you know, I think it's there's a lot of things here that point to sequel to me.
What's really weird is after the whole celebration scene, it shows that they're back to their plumber job, but this time it's in the Mushroom Kingdom, and that's
it's
cool
weird.
and all. And then the movie just kind of ends.
Yeah, it's a good ending. So they finish off Bowser. They have a good celebration, woo. And then there's a cut. They're back. Mario and Luigi are back in their room. They wake up. They drink their coffee. They get ready to go to work. And then they're in the Mushroom Kingdom, and they hop down a pipe, and then it zooms in. And that's the end, basically.
Yeah.
Which,
aside from the post-credit scene, we never talked about this, but what was Bowser planning to do with the star? He never really uses it for anything.
Well, his plan is either he basically gives it to he implies that he's going to use it to convince Peach to marry him, either as a wedding gift or a threat to get her to marry him. Either here it's for you. I think he says at one point we'll use it to rule the world together. So he's trying to coax her into marrying him with it, and then if not, he's going to use it to become invincible and destroy the Mushroom Kingdom.
I suppose Mario and Luigi get to do a lot with it once they get it.
I think the weird thing is that it only lasts for a minute. So I don't know what Bowser has to do with it for a minute.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know how he's planning to rule the entire Mushroom Kingdom
My
with
only guess
invincibility
is
for a minute. But sure, whatever.
My guess is they just don't know how it works. He's going to make him invincible for life.
Yeah, perhaps.
But like I said, I think his primary plan is to use it to convince Peach to marry. That's the primary objective.
But yeah, this is where Luigi finally steps up.
Yeah, that's good. Good character. Good circular character development. I like it.
But anyway, yeah. After that, they save everything, and then the movie kind of ends. Roll the credits.
Yeah, save everything. They live in Mushroom Kingdom. Roll credits. There's no
The Luma plays the saxophone.
Oh, sure. Oh yeah, it's see, now it's ended. Now it's it's a good thing because it's over, but also it's bad. There's nothing left but you and the void.
Me. Almost makes me want to play saxophone.
Almost makes you want to play saxophone, and then it just starts playing the Mario theme. Dun dun. Is it a dun 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 dun? I don't know.
Another scene then there's a scene after Bowser being small, and then there's a post-credit scene.
It's a pretty So there's a scene of Bowser being small and doing some stuff, and then there's an actual post-credit scene that's in the sewers of Brooklyn, a single Yoshi egg,
and it hatches.
Oh, it starts to hatch.
And we just hear Yoshi.
Yoshi.
It's a little weird because we've seen Yoshis in the movie.
True, but we never see the Yoshi.
Yeah, this is the Yoshi.
We don't we see pink Yoshi, blue Yoshi, yellow. This is the Yoshi.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, if you're remembering earlier in the movie, one of the wedding gifts was a Yoshi egg.
I was just thinking that's great foreshadowing. They have that show up there, and then it comes to New York and it doesn't go back.
Yeah.
But I think there's very obviously going to be a sequel at some point.
Yeah.
It's just they have the post-credit scene, and I think they don't kill Bowser. like Bowser is currently a prisoner in the Mushroom Kingdom, but he's not dead.
Bowser's like literally unkillable. Like in any media.
This is true.
Like remember Mario Galaxy? Like at the end of the game,
You put him into a planet and a black hole, and then he comes back out in the new universe.
he gets launched into like the flaming depths of a star, survives that, only for that star that he's on to get destroyed and become a supernova, and then the universe gets reset or something. I don't know.
And he's alive again. But yeah, there's definitely space for a sequel there. Which is, we'll see how that goes.
Maybe they could do like maybe they like give him like a mega mushroom or something to counteract the mini mushroom, and now he's just like, because obviously a lot of games have just like giant Bowser in them.
Well, here's the thing: as we see in the end of the movie, or in the middle of the movie, all you do is get hit. You get hit and you lose your mini mushroom. So all he has to do is take damage.
Kamek breaks in and just hits him with like a paper fan. Everything's fine.
Yeah, like that, something like that. That's what you have to do. And of course, he's only guarded by toads, so. Yeah, it's interesting. I think MCU coming up soon. We're gonna have Donkey Kong movie. I have Mario movie 2. I have Yoshi's New Island movie.
Yoshi's New Island specifically.
Yoshi's New Island, yes.
Wait, hang on. If the Yoshi egg is gonna hatch and become like a newborn Yoshi, is there a possibility that we could see the Mama Luigi scene from the Super Mario World cartoon?
Mario. I hope so. They did.
That's
funny.
Mama Luigi to you, Mario.
Yeah, that would be funny. I'll give it that.
That's how they get $1 million. Mario Alien number of tickets.
So true.
Mario sweep.
I will say, so to anyone who's wondering, I'm sure people are wondering, do Mario and Peach like are they like married or anything? The answer is there's no real resolution to it.
Yeah, like the movie just kind of ends after the celebration in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I suppose there's a lot up to interpretation.
Yeah, which is fine. Again, it's not like I don't think it would really make the movie interesting. And of course, if they're gonna have a sequel, it would kind of make sense that there still is a question there.
Yeah.
We'll see. Again, it's a kids movie. I'm not really surprised that they can go down the route.
There was no Wario. There was no Wario reveal in it at all.
That's fine. And
they're probably gonna save that for another movie.
0 out of 10, no Waluigi. Yeah. I actually think Wario and Waluigi come into play. I think that they show up late in Mario Movie 2, but they only have a big part in Mario Movie 3. That's what happens.
Also, there's no Bowser Jr. in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. They showed off a lot. They added a lot to the universe. They have like the Donkey Kong stuff and all the different worlds. See much different worlds shown off, obviously. But it actually, like, what I first thought was, wow, they really just show off a lot in this. But coming out of it, after thinking about it, they really don't show off a whole ton. There's still a lot more they can go off of, like Galaxy, the Yoshi's Island stuff. Luigi's Mansion, obviously, is still a possibility.
But there's a lot of cute Easter eggs, like
oh yeah,
in the movie, like hang on, the world map in like the Jungle Kingdom is designed after the Mario world map.
Yeah, there's a lot of good Easter eggs like that. Like that's the thing to do. Like I said,
I suppose we could do just like closing thoughts like that. Now.
Yeah, like I think it's an hour and a half of fan service, but it's fine. Like it's good. Good. I enjoyed it. Would watch it again. Nothing like blowing my mind, but it's fun. I think honestly right now, right now, as far as like movies go, I think just an hour and a half of just straight fun is not a problem.
Yeah, it's better than. It's probably better than like any other video game inspired big budget movie.
Yeah, like there's not a ton of those. There's like
it's definitely the best Super Mario Brothers movie out there. We could say that for sure.
That's for sure. I think as far as other like video game movies go, there's like Sonic. People seem to like Sonic. I think it's got
the lives living in the gangsters.
I've never seen the Sonic movie. Is the thing. I'm not a Sonic person. I'm trying to think. Is there a Sonic 3 already announced?
I'm pretty sure.
Let me see. There I put in 32. Great job, me. It's not Sonic 3 is already been announced for next year.
I was curious about like Sonic movie one time. Like my sister and I watched it. We didn't enjoy it that much, but we're also like not Sonic fans.
Yeah, it's
So it's
to my
not.
knowledge, it's a weird movie.
I feel like they spent too much time on the human characters in that one, because it was like
Yeah.
live action. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
that
weird.
I think that probably hurts it in the end.
But
Just 'cause
then
it doesn't
again,
like-
also not a Sonic fan, so like what you like, Sonic fans.
fair
I
enough.
don't really care that much.
Yeah, this is definitely, from my knowledge, probably the best
Yeah.
animated just not even animated, just like video game movie in general.
Mostly just saw it for like Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik or whatever.
Yeah, which was pretty good. I mean, honestly, like I said,
And I didn't
Dax
see
was
the
good,
second
but
one.
it was good.
I don't care that much.
Fair enough. I think my parents and I think my mom and brother have both seen both of them, so they went back to the second one, so they must have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Neither of them have watched Sonic, so I don't know. But as far as Mario movie goes, it's good.
Good.
Enjoyed it. Would watch it again.
Enjoyable.
Would kind of hope. I'm out here hoping for a Mario Cinematic Universe, if you will.
MCU.
We'll see. Here's what we might get.
MCU. The MCU versus the cooler MCU.
Well, here's what we get. I think if we look at it, so there's of course there's always rumors. Of course, there's rumors that if Mario does good, Nintendo's already working on like a Zelda series, and like obviously MCU is its own thing. But imagine the NCU.
Whoa. And then we ended off with Smash Bros. The movie.
Exactly, which would be like, jeez, I don't even know. I feel like there's just too much there to like it would take so long, and anime movies take forever. But honestly, like I said, I'm not expecting a whole ton. I kind of am expecting a ton. I'm not like my expectations aren't high. I'm not gonna have high expectations for anything, which I think is probably for the best here. If you go in expecting a high stakes like thriller with like drama and like I don't know, drama, suspense, yada yada, you're not going to be very your expectations probably won't be met. But if you go in just expecting something nice and fun for an hour and a half or so, I'll enjoy it. Those are my closing thoughts there. Anything else you wanted to say?
Want to talk about that? Considering we're pretty much done, you want to talk about that one scene?
Which scene?
The Bowser song.
Oh, okay, mega spoiler warning, guys. If you don't want any mega spoilers, don't go past here.
All right.
Mega spoilers.
Wee-woo, 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 wee-woo.
Now that we've gotten past the mega spoilers, there's a couple of scenes in the movie where Bowser plays the piano and sings. He sings about like Peach and how much he loves her, and it's really funny. The song, I think the song is called like Peachy Peach, which one of the like lyrics is just Peachy 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 Peach.
Peaches and peaches.
Yeah, peaches and peaches and peaches and peaches. And the song was apparently co-written by Jack Black, which makes it so much funnier that he actually got to like put in the work to write the song. I think it was it was very funny. That's what happens in the post-credit scene as well with Bowser. He does it when he's tiny. He sings a bit of a remix version, but it's the same peaches, 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 peaches thing. I'd give it a solid 8.5. No, I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. I'll
being
give it like a
Super
7,
Mario
8,
Bros.
whatever. I'm pretty harsh with review scores, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're a lot more harsh. I am very forgiving with my reviews.
I'll give it a solid 3.
I'd give it at least a 3 out of 10,
Hey,
probably quite a bit higher.
I enjoyed it fairly much. I'll give it a respectable 3 out of 10.
That does sound like you. I had a great time, really enjoyed the movie, couldn't find any flaws, solid 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
But I would say I'd give it almost a 9 out of 10. It was just really fun. This is just like we watched it like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Like yeah, we really got home, and not long after we decided to make the review.
Hmm.
So yeah, maybe if I let it simmer for a bit, my mind it'll be a little bit lower. But as of right now, give it a 9 out of 10. Should definitely watch it.
We've been on call for more than an hour, by the way.
Oh yeah, so it's probably been like almost 3 hours now.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh well.
So, yeah, that's it. That's all for now.
This has been Azumed.
And Azumad,
Oh no. Signing out.
take care.
Bye.
You know, this Azumad bit is gonna be really confusing if we ever get like new viewers and you introduce yourself as a Zoomad and introduce yourself as a Zoomad, everyone's gonna think that you're a Zoomad. And then when like you're not in a video that I upload,
like,
everyone's
wait,
just gonna be
really?
really confused.
Why is my N64 uploading a Azumed video?
Where's a Zoomad? I thought he ran
Zoomad
this
guy?
show. Anyway, take care.
Bye.
Koopas!